Round 2 brought to you by Siler Mortgages. Hit them up if you're looking for a mortgage.
I'll take this one first.
Okay.
So Khamzat just took a fight at 170. He had a long time prepared for this fight. He knew he was gonna fight Nate at 170. Couldn't even come close. 7.5 pounds overweight.
Yeah, that's not close.
Yeah, you're not gonna go in and go fight at 170 again. He might as well stay up at 185. Fight those monsters at 85 where he can make weight and not have to kill himself.
I mean, I saw that he's like, I just want to train and eat and be that. Yeah, that's a great idea, but we're like race cars, you know? Like, he's moving up a class, and he's big for welterweight, but he's small for middleweight. And his style of dominant wrestling is only going to work at welterweight. I think he needs to figure out how to make weight, hire a nutritionist. I mean, there's a million nutritionists there. He didn't have one with him. And you know what I mean? Like, he didn't have a nutritionist with him. As we both have cut a lot of weight in our lives, it's miserable. We've both almost probably died. And we've done some serious damage to our bodies, but we always had nutritionists. We were willing to pay the extra money for a nutritionist. And I think he's at 70, he's already a name, he's already in line, like he fights Colby Covington, one fight away from a title. The only thing is, can he make the weight, you know? Do you think he can make it again?
I question if he's even able to make it. That's why I think if 7.5 pounds, he was probably a little bit closer, rehydrated a little, and that's why he was 7.5 pounds over. But I think...
Because, like, if you quit your weight cut and you know you're going to quit it, you're going to show up to the scale 7 to 10 pounds.
Yeah, you're not just going to quit, stay dehydrated, and try to slay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, he might have been within a 3 or 4 pounds or been able to get within 2 to 3 pounds. You know what I mean? Like, if you would have sat in the sauna more. So that's why it's kind of like a weird thing. I mean, that whole Schwab and Dana thing right now, it's like, we do want to know the details, Dana. Like, everyone here is curious. Like, what happened? What was his check-in weight? Did he have a nutritionist with him? He was out seen at restaurants before the fight. Like, what was he eating? All these questions, I think, are more important than if he can make the weight or not. I think if he's made the weight, he can make the weight. But then who knows? Like he said, COVID kind of messed him up, you know?
He wants to be active, though.
Yeah.
And to be active, you're not going to want to go through multiple weight cuts.
But if you're active, it's easier to make weight.
No, it's not actually. Because I've been there right after a fight.
Yeah.
I don't continue training right away. I'm going to go relax, eat food.
But you're not the wolf.
I'm not the wolf. That's true. That's true. I'm not the wolf. Why not go? He wants his next fight. He wants it to be soon. Let's go back up to 185, see how you do against some other 85ers. That doesn't work out.
But what happens if he loses, though?
Go down to 70 afterwards.
But then that's already, like, that's what I'm saying. His whole, like, aura is about him being unbeatable. And I think the only way he stays like that is at 70. Because I think, like, a Derek Brunson, like, he's not going to go in just, I mean, he might beat him, but, like, it would be a really hard fight. He already said he doesn't want to fight Robert Whittaker. Like, I mean, I don't blame him either. I wouldn't want to fight Robert Whittaker either. He's a tough SOB.
Yeah.
So, like, you know what I mean? Like, he's already, like, kind of scared of 85ers, I feel like.
Okay, but you go down to 170.
Yeah.
You already know how big of a cut that is for him, how hard it is for him. Fight someone, Colby Covington. Doesn't cut him, don't knock him out right away. Yeah. Gasses out, makes him look bad there. That makes him look bad.
Worse.
Yeah. He's likelier to get a belt at 170 or 185.
170.
Yeah, he's more likely. I think he's a bad matchup for Adesanya. Yeah. But there's other guys out there that could make him look bad.
Like if Vittori is a really bad matchup, you know.
Whittaker,
Brunson. Those are
bad matchups
at 85. Well, I don't think there's that many at 70. Like Leon's a great matchup for him. Yeah. Usman is kind of a tough one, you know. But I don't think he has to fight Usman. Like I think since Usman lost, he can avoid that. And then Colby's a tough one, but Colby and I think Usman would be really tough fights.
Yeah, there's not a lot of monsters at 170 like there is at 185.
Yeah, I think like the GSP era really cleaned out 75 or 170, and then recently it's been Usman's been cleaning it out. You know what I mean? So like 70s had just one dominant champ, and I think that's kind of what it's built for. You know what I mean? They kind of like, hey, let's have one guy just beating everybody and be this next, could be the next this. While 185 is, I think they're just too big.